Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
So more news has dropped on JP, so let's just go ahead and cover a lot of the information that's been released up until this point. It looks like there's been some updates regarding the Legendary Goku event, so that's the first one I want to cover. Basically, it almost kind of like reset a little bit, and there is some additional requirements or missions related to that. So let's take a quick look at the, actually, let's go here and then take a look at the missions. I haven't touched this yet this morning, getting ready for work, so I'll probably do that over the weekend. But yeah, again, new missions are out where if you clear it once, you get 1 Dragon Stone, clear it twice, and you'll get 1 of these tickets. Looks like clear it 3 times, you'll get 2 Dragon Stones. And then clear it 4 times, you'll get 2 more of these tickets. And then 5 times, you'll get 3 Dragon Stones. 6 times, 3 tickets. 7 times, 4 Dragon Stones. 8 times, 4 tickets. Looks like these are all the new ones right here, so it's based on certain conditions. This one will be beating the Legendary Goku event with the Fusion category. So basically you're going to need 6 of these Fusion category units. And it's not counting the friends, so you'll have to make sure every single unit is a Fusion category unit. In terms of this one, it'll be for the Potara category. So let's see, 5 tickets, but there is some additional stuff. So 5 Dragon Stones and 5 tickets looks like for each of these requirements. This one is going to be for the Hybrid Saiyans, and it'll be the same reward distribution for that. This one will be for the Universe Survival Saga, same scenario, 5 tickets, 5 Dragon Stones. This one is for the Realm of Gods category, so all these are going to be the same setups. And then this one will be for the Pure Saiyans. Let's keep going. So yeah, there's a lot of additional category requirements. So you can actually get a lot of tickets here. Full power is this one. And let's see, transformation boost. And then let's see, movie heroes. And then movie bosses. So 5 each of these. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can actually get up to 50 Dragon Stones and 50 tickets just from the missions with the category. So that is actually a decent amount of stuff. Again, the event is pretty difficult. I mean, let's not sugarcoat it or anything, but you know, the banner itself, it's all Goku units, but there is the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku on there, so it gives you an opportunity to potentially pick that up. But yeah, I mean, it's always good when they refresh the set of missions. I mean, it's, free tickets and free stones, never a bad thing by any means. Let's go to the actual news for now. Looks like this thing has already rolled out. I think I collected my stuff. So again, if it was up until the deadline, you were able to get like a bunch of these rewards beforehand, like if you already had this guy maxed out, basically. Yeah, and that's pretty much the extent of it. I'm not going to go through the details, but the campaign is here. And let's see, usually, so if you haven't completed it, you'll still get these amounts once you're able to do that. So, 20 Dragon Stones, 7 Elder Kais, and all these potential orders, basically whatever you invested back, you'll get most of that back, if not all. Surprised, actually, that the 4 times EXP is back already. Hey, I love when this is up, so I'm not complaining one bit about it. Funny thing is, all of these events are back, right? And we'll go to that here in a second. The Truth actually brought up a good point that now that Extreme Z areas are a thing, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and farm all these guys. Free-to-play units, I would go ahead and farm them, honestly, because you never know. And once you knock it out, you're pretty much done with it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, for this thing. The Strength-type Potential Orb event is going to be available every day, similar to any of the Legendary campaigns. They usually have the type that the LR is, the Potential Orb stage or yeah, event is available pretty much every day. So outside of that, nothing in the campaign section. This guy's, I'm actually working on this. He's been sitting rainbowed ready to go for a while. So yeah, definitely want to finish this up and do a showcase on it. But in terms of the characters, it is limited because it is an Extreme Z battle area or Extreme Z area. As long as you bring in the free-to-play androids, you should be fine. Honestly, you don't even need them rainbowed. They do have built-in guaranteed additional super attacks against hybrid Saiyan types, so they also do have like medium chance to stun or whatever Android 18 does. So it's definitely worthwhile to go ahead and, if you haven't already done so, definitely make sure to farm those. Again, you don't necessarily need them rainbowed. This guy I've had sitting, you know, in my box for a while, so out of nostalgia I ended up rainbowing this guy. This guy was rainbowed a long time ago as well, so you know, Gohan obviously help. He'll have type advantage against Trunks, but these guys can come in pretty handy, and outside of that, I mean, you have the Prime Battle First Form Cell. He's decent enough. Tanks pretty well on the event when I tested it so far, and then you actually have these two guys that can be on the event. So, you know, these two options, especially the physical type one, I think it might be worthwhile to include. Not necessarily if you have them rainbowed or not. You know, you don't even need to have them SA level 10, honestly. As long as you include them and link up with the Trunks and Gohan unit, I think it'll be fine. And then these guys obviously are free to play, so you don't really have a reason not to have them, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much the take on that one. Again, these guys are going to be available, or they are available, so like, you know, they have some free-to-play units included, so I would, you know, once things slow down a little bit, I would go ahead and farm these guys. Again, you never know when Extreme Z areas are going to be a thing, and Extreme Z areas, obviously, first of all, they might actually get the easy A. Second of all, they might be required to be the units available on these certain Extreme Z areas. So, I mean, free-to-play is free-to-play. Like, I've always been with the philosophy that if it's available, you just go ahead and farm it, you know what I mean? So, you might as well. This Gohan recently did get a Dokkan Awaken to this guy. I mean, not recent, but the past few months, I would say. So, you know, it's definitely worthwhile to do. This one, I think, is the first time coming back, so yeah, I mean, you have the free-to-play Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks unit. That's strength type. Actually, a pretty solid unit for free-to-play. So if you haven't farmed it, definitely do so. I'm actually very glad this one is back because I've been waiting a long time. I didn't want to waste the keys for it because there are a lot of farmable units on here, not just from a standalone unit standpoint, but a lot of these guys you can use to raise the SA levels for certain units. So, of course, with that in mind, it's definitely very worthwhile to do. Base form, Gogeta is a free-to-play unit on here as well. Very solid unit, a little bit restricted in terms of the requirements. You can't necessarily run him purely on a fusion category because his passive works in a way where you need Goku's family and Vegeta's family unit to get the full advantage of it. But still a solid unit. Definitely farm it if you haven't done so. The other good thing is, you know, Chile and Limo items are available. These are basically the orb changers with the additional 5% for the type key collected. So if you're struggling with the punch machine with the stages that you can use items, I would definitely, you know, go ahead and hoard up a little bit. Just have it on reserve. Looks like the Dragon Ball GT story event is available. This one's where you've got the a couple of the free-to-play options, like the, we'll just scroll down here. You've got the Final Form Frieza GT, Cell Perfect Form GT, Android 18 GT, and then Hellfighter 17. This one is, there's a couple of there's one summonable unit of Hellfighter 17, so that can be used for the SA levels. Obviously, the rest of these guys can be farmed for the summonable versions as well. This one, I mean, it's a free-to-play option, so worthwhile to just go ahead and farm if you don't have it. And then the Lord Slug story event is back with the free-to-play, I think, Gohan and Kaioken Goku. So you've got 3 units here that you can farm here if you haven't done so already, so definitely make sure to do that as well. Alright, and then looks like the Tapion unit, or yeah, Tapion event is back. Basically, you have a free-to-play, a couple of them. You've got the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and then the Sword Trunks unit. So you can definitely, this one's actually pretty nice. It was one of the first units that had a built-in crit, so definitely not bad option to farm this guy. I have him rainbowed, and he does pretty well in certain conditions. Of course, the Bio Broly event is back. I don't know if it's, you know, necessarily worthwhile to do, but it's certainly available. So Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff have returned based on, you know, certain things. I mean, again, there's a lot of new missions and rewards where you can pick up some more Dragon Stones and tickets. I'm actually working on getting the stones so I can, you know, do some summons again on the Future Gohan banner. But this one is regarding, just a quick notice, this is regarding some glitches occurring with the quest areas. Basically, it's saying that certain areas at certain stages, like basically like the things aren't showing up the way they should be, basically based on clear fulfillments and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into details, it's not really that important honestly, but this is basically just telling us that they're looking into it. So outside of that, I really just wanted to cover mainly the Legendary Goku event, you know, updates for the missions and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Good luck grinding. I'm going to have to wait a little bit since I'm going to be stuck at work all day and hopefully catch up later on. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.